welcome back to the Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity. We're talking this hour with the Venerable Lama Ahbay Rinpoche. And we've been talking a lot about anger and hatred and kind of how to deal with that and how to cultivate a more peaceful presence within ourselves that we can then bring to other people. Lama Ahbay, I would love to get your perspective on something that I see a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know are dealing with these days, which is around death, losing loved ones. I've known many people who have lost family members, spouses, friends, and a lot of people I know, they have a hard time dealing with the death of somebody they know, and it's a big loss. I'm just wondering, like, how can we have a better perspective on death and dying that can help us with dealing with, these kinds of situations?
I think somebody dead, then somebody alive. Live people are suffering, right?
Right.
I think it is come from our attachment. It's come from
Attachment,
our
yeah.
attachment.
Mm-hmm.
All the sufferings are come from their own cause.
Okay.
Therefore, how to deal with how to this sadness reduce or disappear? My opinion is think of the impermanent. If you think of the impermanent, impermanence, and our attachment will be reduced.
Right.
Impermanent is attachment's antidote.
Okay.
Therefore, all the positive emotions, all the negative emotions are antidote.
I see.
Therefore, if you improve your impermanent, our attachment will be reduced.
So basically to try to see things as like everything always changes and that nothing is truly permanent. And actually even this planet is not permanent because one day, billions of years from now, right, the sun will heat up and explode and, the earth will be gone. So, I mean, again, the very grand perspective, having that bigger perspective that everything is impermanent, including ourselves.
And impermanent, if we think of the impermanent, everything impermanent, then we are not so much attached.
I see.
Then therefore, impermanent, who have more education or who have more practice, impermanent, then less attached.
Right.
For example, when you stay in the hotel, we are not decoration to our room, right? Because we are leaving tomorrow or next week. Therefore, same like this here, this life, not too much attached for the body, for the mind, for the body and speech. More importantly, when people are dead, we can't bring anything for the house, car.
Right.
Still our clothes we can't bring, still our body not bring. What can we bring? Only we can bring only karma. All the karma from when we get up until sleep, we are moving. Karma means action, from body action, from mind action, from speech action. Three karma: body, mind and speech. Those three karma imprint to our consciousness. Consciousness is still process from this life to next life to future life as well. Therefore, if we need the next life good person, then we must more body positive, mind positive, and speech positive. These all are very important. These all are very strongly imprint to our consciousness. Therefore, everywhere, who is practice religious, it doesn't matter. Christian, Catholic, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, doesn't matter. What is important? We are same human being.
Right.
Human being life is very specious. Human being life is very ability, and all the positive emotions are improved. All the negative emotions are we can reduce. We have this ability. We have this wisdom. This we try to meaningful life. Then this life will be meaningful life, and next life will be very meaningful life as well.
Right. Yeah, it's sort of one of the things I always like to remind myself when there's some loss is even according to the laws of physics, right? The first law of thermodynamics is energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It merely transforms state. And so a person's consciousness, their energy, is never lost. It merely transforms state. And so I guess what you're saying is with the karmas, the more good actions that we do, the more we are helpful, positive, trying to do good in the world, the more that energy carries through, not just in this life, but in whatever future lives we may have. And, not everybody believes in reincarnation, but as a friend of mine likes to say, I do believe in recycling.
Yeah.
So let me just ask you a little bit more about karma, because sometimes I feel people misunderstand karma, that they feel karma is just like, oh, if somebody hurts me one life, then I'm going to hurt them the next life. But karma isn't really about retribution, right? It's not really about if I do something bad this life, then some people are going to do bad things to my life. It's really more about learning, isn't it?
Karma means action.
Action.
Positive action, negative action, and neutral action.
Right.
Good karma will bring peace and happy. Bad karma will bring suffering and unhappy. Therefore, what is important? Karma is action. Therefore, all the actions, what we do from body, mind, and speech, all the imprint to our consciousness. Therefore, good karma is very helpful. For example, some people is very, very short life. When people short life, why this person is short life? We believe he or she previous life killed other person, or he or she did suicide previous life. Therefore, these consequences for this life, he still become human being, but his life is very short. Therefore, it is karma. Some people is very rich. Why he is rich? Because he or she generous practice in the previous life. This is one reason. Got good karma. Some people is very poor because he or she did some measure last life.
Very true. Yeah.
Therefore is poor. All the things, whatever we have this life, I believe is karma. For example, twins, two children born together.
Oh, twins, yes.
Twins.
Yeah.
But they are same mother, same father. They're born same time, but they are different attitude.
Yes.
Why? Different karma. For example, may I give you one example?
Certainly.
Some children, when the beginning lifetime, they're born, everything is very fantastic. For example, he or her father and mother's relation is very good. And their family's financial is very good. He or she have a sweet chocolate, biscuits, whatever he or she have, shared with his brothers and sisters and friends and animals. He or she have naturally love. Why? He's come from his previous life. Unfortunately, some children, when the beginning lifetime, his father and mother's relation is not good. Financial is not good. And he or she's small mistake, very, very angry. When he or she saw some small animals, they like kill animals. Why he or she have this bad behavior? It is he or she previous life used a lot of anger, lot of jealousy, lot of ego. This karma bring this life still suffering. We don't need suffering, but we need peace.
Right.
But like this, make sense?
I understand. So it's these things come back in a sense to teach us a lesson.
Yeah.
So because of our actions, our thoughts, our deeds in previous lifetimes, and our life shows up a certain way this lifetime, is really the result or the consequence of our actions previous lifetime. And I think hopefully this lifetime, maybe things a little more difficult for us, then we learn maybe I should be more compassionate, maybe I should be more helpful and not be so cruel, ultimately, is the idea. I just want to give a quick shout out to our viewers on Facebook, our Facebook live stream. Thank you, Debbie, Priya, and Cole. You're all very near and dear to my heart. Glad you're enjoying the show. So is karma, though, it doesn't just go from life to life. Like even within a lifetime, we could potentially see the consequence of our karma, no? Like what we do early in life can lead to something good happening later on in our life.
Yeah. Karma, if we do good karma, we must appreciate. Today I'm very fortunate. I'm very. I help him. I help her. I help them. I have my animal, dogs, cats, whatever.
Right.
It's very appreciate and dedicate.
Right.
If we do some bad karma, how we reduce the bad karma? We do regret or sadness through the good karma. Bad karma reduce only one solution. We make good karma. When we improve our good karma from body, mind, speech, then bad karma will reduce. This is one best solution.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay.
Please, everybody make good karma.
Yes, yes. So do lots of good things. Don't worry about your reward. It will come. But I think sometimes just doing good karma is its own reward, because when we do good things, when we help other people, we feel good ourselves. So believe it or not, it's time for us to take our last break of the show. When we come back, let's find out what are some of the projects Lama Ahbay is working on and how you can learn more about them. So everybody, please stay tuned. You're listening to the Conscious Consultant Hour, Awakening Humanity. My guest this hour is Venerable Lama Ahbay Rinpoche, and we will be right back.